There is a plant growing through the cracks in your sidewalk right now that can fight drug-resistant bacteria more effectively than some prescription antibiotics. Not in theory, not in folklore, but in measurable scientific testing. This same plant has been used to treat infections for thousands of years, saving lives across multiple continents long before modern medicine existed. And in 2018, researchers discovered something that should have changed everything. Extracts from its leaves performed better than chlorhexidine, one of the most widely used hospital disinfectants in the world. Yet despite all of this, it is still labeled as nothing more than a weed. Sold against, sprayed away, ignored. This is Biden's pilosa, a plant traditional healers never stopped trusting and modern systems never fully embraced. In 1950, Alexander Fleming, the man who discovered penicillin, stood before the Nobel Prize Committee and gave a warning that few people truly understood at the time. He explained that bacteria would eventually develop resistance to antibiotics if they were overused or misused. That prediction did not take decades to come true. It became reality. By 2024, over 1 million people die each year from infections that antibiotics can no longer cure. Methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, known as MRSA, has more than doubled in impact since 1990. Global projections now suggest that by 2050, antibiotic-resistant infections could kill tens of millions of people, surpassing some of the most deadly diseases humanity has ever faced. And while the world searches for solutions in laboratories, one has been growing quietly in plain sight all along. When Spanish colonizers first arrived in the Americas, they documented something they did not fully understand. Indigenous communities across Mexico, Central America, and South America were treating infections with a plant they had used for generations. It was applied to wounds that would not heal, consumed to treat digestive illnesses, and used to manage fevers and internal infections. The names varied from region to region, but the knowledge remained consistent. This plant worked. Across the Pacific, Chinese healers had also been using the same plant for centuries. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was used to clear heat, remove toxins, and treat inflammatory conditions and infections. In Japan, it became part of herbal preparations still used today for skin conditions and immune support. In Africa, the pattern repeated itself. Communities used the leaves directly on wounds, consumed the plant as both food and medicine, and relied on it for conditions ranging from infections to inflammation. In Vietnam, it earned the nickname soldier's vegetable because it was used in both diet and treatment during wartime. In Kenya, it was valued as a nutritious green that also supported healing. Across 4 continents, cultures that never communicated with one another all reached the same conclusion. This plant fights infection. That is not coincidence. That is evidence. Modern science eventually began to test what traditional knowledge had already proven. In 2014, researchers in Brazil examined Biden's pilosa against antibiotic-resistant bacteria, including strains that cause serious hospital infections. They tested extracts from different parts of the plant against multiple bacterial strains. The results were striking. Leaf extracts inhibited the growth of every strain tested. In some cases, the effectiveness surpassed that of standard medical disinfectants. This was not a mild effect or a marginal improvement. It was a plant extract performing at a level comparable to or better than widely used pharmaceutical solutions. Further studies reinforced these findings. researchers observed strong antibacterial activity against bacteria responsible for gastrointestinal infections, skin infections, and other common but dangerous conditions. The plant demonstrated effectiveness across a wide range of pathogens, including those that are becoming increasingly resistant to modern antibiotics. This broad-spectrum activity is one of the most important characteristics of the plant because it means it does not rely on a single mechanism of action. Instead, it attacks bacteria in multiple ways at once. Scientists have identified dozens of active compounds within Biden's pilosa. These compounds disrupt bacterial cell membranes, interfere with communication systems that bacteria use to organize themselves, and prevent replication at the genetic level. Some compounds even become more active when exposed to sunlight, which may explain why traditional healers applied fresh leaves directly to wounds. The plant does not just act as a passive treatment, it actively engages with microbial threats in ways that are complex and difficult for bacteria to resist. This multi-layered approach is exactly what modern medicine struggles to replicate. Most antibiotics are designed around a single mechanism. When bacteria adapt to that mechanism, the drug becomes less effective or even useless. But a plant like Biden's pilosa contains a network of compounds working together. This creates a system that is far more difficult for bacteria to overcome. It is not a single weapon, it is an entire defense system. Despite this, Biden's pilosa remains largely ignored in mainstream medicine. The reason is not because it lacks effectiveness. The reason is rooted in economics and structure. A plant that grows freely across multiple continents cannot be patented in its natural form. Without patents, there is little financial incentive for large pharmaceutical companies to invest in the research and development needed to bring it into clinical systems. Synthetic drugs, on the other hand, can be patented, controlled, and sold at scale with protected profit margins. There are also challenges related to standardization. Plants vary based on soil, climate, and growing conditions. This makes it more complex to produce consistent pharmaceutical-grade extracts. Clinical trials are expensive, and without exclusive ownership, the return on investment becomes uncertain. As a result, the system continues to prioritize synthetic solutions, even as those solutions become less effective over time. Meanwhile, antibiotic resistance continues to rise. Millions of infections each year are becoming harder to treat. In some regions, access to effective antibiotics is already limited. The gap between need and availability is growing. And in that gap, plants like Biden's pilosa remain underutilized, despite their accessibility and historical success. In many parts of the world, however, this knowledge was never lost. In China, Africa, and Latin America, Biden's pilosa is still used in traditional medicine and as a food source. It is cooked, brewed into teas, or applied directly in various forms depending on the need. It continues to serve communities that rely on both traditional knowledge and available resources. These systems did not abandon the plant, and now modern science is beginning to validate what they already knew. In contrast, modern horticulture often treats Biden's pilosa as a nuisance. It is labeled as a weed, targeted by herbicides, and removed from gardens and landscapes. Its ability to grow quickly, adapt to disturbed soil, and spread easily has made it an unwanted presence in managed environments. But those same traits are what make it accessible. It grows where people are. It requires no special care. It produces abundantly without permission. Identifying Biden's pilosa is relatively straightforward. It has bright green, serrated leaves and small yellow-centered flowers with white outer petals. Its seeds are designed to attach to clothing and animal fur, allowing it to spread efficiently. This is one of the reasons it appears in so many places. It is not invasive in the traditional sense of damaging ecosystems. It is simply successful. For those interested in its traditional uses, the leaves can be harvested from clean areas away from chemical exposure. They can be cooked like greens, added to soups, or dried for tea. Traditional preparations often involve boiling the plant material to create a decoction. It is important to note that while traditional use is widespread, any medicinal application should be approached with awareness and proper understanding. What makes Biden's pilosa so significant is not just its properties, but what it represents. It represents a disconnect between traditional knowledge and modern systems. It represents a solution that exists outside of conventional frameworks. And it represents the possibility that some of the answers we are searching for are already here, growing quietly in places we overlook every day. The global rise of antibiotic resistance is not a distant threat. It is already happening. And while innovation continues in laboratories, it is worth asking whether rediscovery should be part of the solution. Plants like Biden's pilosa have been part of human survival for thousands of years. They have adapted, evolved, and persisted alongside us. It is still here, it still grows, and it still works.